Okay, so the Five of Wands, look, it's the same person playing tug of war in their mind. It's like you're stressed, anxiety, confusion, and you're all over the place about some situation. Now let's find out what else it is that we need to know. So that surrounds your entire reading. That's what we're talking about here, is what's going on in your head. Let's see if we can get you some clarity. I have the Nine of Cups up in your highest energy. Well, part of it is that you have lots and lots of love that you could offer someone. You're a very loving person. 9 cups, that's a lot, but not handing it out. You just know that you have it, okay? These are the two strongest energies in the entire reading. So, you know that you have a lot of love, but the Five of Wands, you're like wrestling with yourself, like, what am I going to do with this, you know? Is anybody ever going to come in I can share my cups with? It's stuff like that. I have the Page of Pentacles next to the Nine of Cups and right above the Five of Wands. So the Page of Pentacles, yeah, you're looking for that secure, stable relationship. You're trying to foresee the future here. You want to know what is out there in front of you. So your mind is really on the future with the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're wondering, are they out there? Is there someone out there that you can be grounded with, secure with, and probably committed with? I have the Five of Swords. Wow. So the Five of Swords here, this is all about letting an energy go through truth and clarity that comes to you. So it feels like you've let somebody go. You have all your cups of love. This is next to the Page of Pentacles. This is probably someone you thought you might be able to move forward with in life. But, you know, all that truth, all that clarity with all those swords, you're just turning your back and letting some energies walk away here. You're like, they weren't the one for you. We also got the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is under the Nine of Cups and next to the Five of Wands. So you've gone into this place of healing, deep healing, meditation, prayer, soul searching, and you're letting these swords of truth and clarity come to you, you know? And I think it feels like you were feeling like it'd be better if they weren't in your life because you weren't able to hand out your cups anyway. So they might as well not even be there. But these swords of truth and clarity are helping you get through this in moving forward. They're coming to you, okay? So I have the Eight of Pentacles on the other side of the Five of Wands and under the Five of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles is focusing on your own future, building your own future, your own security, your own stability. I think you wanted to work as a team with whoever it is that you had to let go. But here you are on your own, building your own pentacles. Yeah, you really kind of, I feel frustration also in this Five of Wands with trying to make it work with people or someone and it not working out because it feels like it, in your eyes, it should have worked out, but it didn't. I have the Ten of Pentacles under the Four of Swords. This is all about it working out. The Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is about security, stability, groundedness, commitment. This is a card of marriage. So, yeah, I feel like you wanted to work with someone in moving towards a future that you had to let go. And you ended up with all these cups of love that you can't share with anybody. And you also ended up confused about the whole thing. So you're in this place of healing. You're trying to, you know, get healed from it, letting all these swords of truth and clarity come to you. I have the Ten of Wands, which is great. Right under the Five of Wands and next to the Ten of Pentacles. So this burden that you've been carrying, this Five of Wands, all being up in your head, you're going to start dropping those wands. There's no 11 of Wands. Look, they're starting to fall out already. So the burden gets so heavy, you just start to release them. This truth and clarity, this healing is probably helping a lot. And then I have the Two of Cups. Now, they may have treated this relationship as more like a friends with benefits. This is a soulmate card. There's the moon, okay, big moon. The moon is the about revelations. The moon is about hidden things being revealed, secrets being revealed. But I feel like the other person did care about you. There's 2 cups of love here, and you're definitely soulmates. So there was a reason to be attracted to one another. But I think they were treating this relationship as a friends with benefits, because you ended up alone, and you thought that this would continue on to have a partnership with them in moving forward towards a future. And yeah, it really doesn't look like it worked out. And this is what you're working yourself through right now. So Scorpios, let's put the rest of these cards down. Let's see what else there is for us to know about your reading this week. So I have the 3 of Swords next to the 5 of Swords. Letting them go was one of the hardest things you probably ever had to do. Really broke your heart, okay? You loved this person. This 3 of Swords is right next to the 4 of Wands. Yeah, you had more of a attraction to them than they had to you. You wanted more from this relationship. The soulmate energy was really strong on your side. 1111, you wanted a future with them. You wanted to marry them. You wanted celebration with them. You wanted it to last. And then next to the 4 of Wands is the Queen of Cups. This is Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, and this is your card, Scorpio. One of those signs might be strong in someone else's chart too around this reading. But there you are, and you're trying to, look into that cup. And that cup is full of answers to love questions. So, you're confused. And I know you're confused because of the 5 of Wands. And you're trying to get your answers like, what happened here? What happened here? I have the Page of Wands under the 3 of Swords and next to the 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like there was something that you had to say, you had to bring it up. It was about moving toward the future with this person, with this soulmate. And it brewed and brewed and brewed, finally came out your mouth. You're holding the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. I think you really wanted to move forward with them, but I don't think they were that interested in moving any further than they already were. I have the Knight of Pentacles next to the Page of Wands and under the 4 of Wands. This is the slowest moving energy in the whole deck. That horse moves very slowly, but what it's bringing here is a pentacle for security and stability. But it's very, very slow. It could take lifetimes for this pentacle to actually show up from this person. The Knight of Pentacles is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. So I feel like you wanted to talk to them about, offering their pentacle. You wanted to offer yours. You wanted to work and build on the relationship. And they're just holding the pentacle close, and they're like, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. So I got the 7 of Cups next to the Knight of Pentacles and under the Queen of Cups. So this is what you're figuring out. You're figuring out they're another one of these cups, the 7 of Cups. They're all enticing for one reason or another, but not a one of these cups are the right cup for you, okay? So they're all like yelling, pick me, pick me. But, you pick one of these and it will fail. It's just like, they're half full of something else, these cups. So whatever it might be. So there's not a whole lot of room for a whole huge cup of love. I have the Knight of Cups right under the Page of Wands. And next to the 2 of Cups. Oh my gosh. So the Knight of Cups, this is a sincere love offer right next to that 2 of Cups. I think they're coming back. I think you're going to see them again. I think this is a temporary break now because I have the Queen and the King of Cups. And remember all the soulmate cards. We've got the 2 of Cups. We've got the 4 of Wands. And now that the Knight, this is the Knight, not the King. I'm sorry. I can't see today. What's the matter with me? This is the Knight of Cups. Yeah, they're coming back in. This is a sincere love offer. I might have said King of Cups, but this is the Knight of Cups. They're coming in with a sincere love offer. Look at that. And it's next to the Knight of Wands, someone who runs in and out of your life. This is the same person. They're coming back differently. They're going to run back in, but this time with a cup of love. This is what you wanted. I don't see the pentacle, though. I'm not sure about them offering the pentacle. This Knight of Wands is right below the Knight of Pentacles, so they really might be coming in with that pentacle, too, as well as a cup of love. Oh, my gosh. I have the Emperor next to the Knight of Wands and under the Seven of Cups. This is the card for Aries, so Aries might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But the Emperor here, the energy, this is holding true to yourself. You know, this is knowing what you want, not settling for anything less. It's right under that Seven of Cups. You're not settling for a Seven of Cups, okay? You're also not settling for the Knight of Wands. But if this Knight of Wands that was in your life decides they want to come in and be the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, that's a different story. That is a totally different story. So with the Emperor here, you're going to hold true to yourself, like I said. You're very well liked and respected by others. You're going to be stubborn in a good way and knowing what you want. Because, see, you've done a lot of soul searching. You've done a lot of healing. You've discovered what you want. It was a very confusing situation that I see here that happened, that went down. You felt the connection very strongly. They felt the connection, but they used it as a friends with benefits. But it's like you let them go, okay, or they let you go, one or the other, because you didn't agree on how to move forward. And but then they return. It's like they miss you. They've given this a lot of thought. And they know that you're not going to settle for anything less, and they've decided that they want to offer what it is that you want and need. Oh my goodness. So this is like, this reading has really turned around. You went through a lot. You had a broken heart. You were really in love with this person. You know, they had love for you, but they were like, it was like a Seven of Cups love, a half cup full, okay? And they weren't offering anything secure and stable. But now it's like they want to. Now they want to really look at this relationship differently and see where it will go. Oh my God. Scorpios, what do your guardian angels and your spirit guides have to say about this reading for Scorpios? What do they have to say about this reading? I have the Ten of Thought. So, I will read it to you. A situation that's been troubling you has come to an end, and you can breathe a sigh of relief. With the challenging times behind you, you can now move on. It's important to fully let go at this juncture. Someone in your life may now finally be free of his or her addictions or codependency issues. That might be what was holding them back. Oh my gosh. So they went and they decided to work on themselves and then come back.